welcome back to my channel. My name is Mirielle. Thanks for stopping by today's video. Today's video is a little different today. Today we're going to be talking about building positive financial habits. And so these are things that I've been implementing when it comes to finances, things that I've learned when it comes to building good financial habits and stewarding my finances well. So these are things that I want to share with you guys today. And so let's dive in and let's get into today's video. So the first thing that I've learned about when it comes to building a positive financial habits is first is creating a budget. A budget is like a map where it shows your income, it shows your expenses, it shows like just your savings and how much you're distributing to your savings account or whatever you're doing with your finances. So a budget is like an outline. It gives your money purpose. Your budget keeps track of your expenses and it creates a plan for your money. That's basically what a budget is. And the thing I love about budgeting, it allows you not to overspend on things that you don't really need. So for example, if you do your budget and you look at your income and then you take out your expenses out of your income and you see how much money you have left and you see that you have about, let's say you have about $50 left, you know that you have $50 left. So you're not going to spend more than $50 because you know that's the only amount that you have left. So like budgeting just honestly keeps you accountable. It keeps your money accountable to where you're distributing your money, distributing your funds. So budgeting is a way to maintain positive financial habits. The next thing I want to go into is saving regularly. A positive financial habit is saving. For example, you can save for an emergency fund. Let's say that you have an unexpected emergency or unexpected thing that happens, and now you need to use your savings to help you pay whatever that cost, whatever it is. And the thing about savings is it's like a cushion. So in case of emergency, you can use that fund to help you in that situation or circumstance. So with saving, it helps you avoid borrowing debt, and it's just important to have something there just in case. So that's why I would recommend saving. Another financial habit I would say is tracking your spending regularly. What I usually would do is look at my financial statements and look at the things that I've been spending just to keep myself accountable. So if I'm doing something that is like excessive, if I'm spending too much on this thing or too much on that thing, I can hold myself accountable. Checking your spending and checking what you're doing really opens up your eyes to your finances. It is definitely a positive financial habit to continue. Another good financial habit to have is having financial goals and setting financial goals for yourself. So I want to ask myself, do I have a vision for my finances? Do I have a vision for where I want my finances to be? Setting long-term, mid-term, and short-term financial goals is very important when it comes to like what you want to see your finances go. And so I think that's something that I have learned, especially as I'm understanding how to steward my finances well, how to better my finances. So having financial goals is so important. And it just allows you to see like, okay, I have this vision, I have this goal for my finances, and I know where I'm going and I know where I want to go. And also when it comes to setting financial goals, be specific. I've learned that I need to be specific with my financial goals. I need to measure my financial goals as well. So that's where the short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals come in. Maybe you have X amount of dollars that you need to pay out of your credit card. Maybe that's a short-term financial goal for you. It could be so many things. A long-term goal could be like, I want to save up and I want to buy a home. I want to, buy this business, or whatever the case may be. That could be a long term. Or short term also can be like a vacation spot you want to go to. So that's another thing. Like, when it comes to setting goals for yourself, you understand like, this is my goal and this is what I want to achieve. And when you are specific with your goals, that is very helpful for you to get to your goal and achieve them successfully. So that is something that I have kept in mind as well when it comes to my financial goals too. Next thing I want to go into is investing and learning, especially about finances, building up that financial literacy and also just educating yourself. I think it's important to understand what finances are to you, how they work, how to, maximize and steward it well. And so, investing in yourself can be going to a course that talks about finances, it talks about retirement, it talks about different things. Or you can speak to an advisor, financial advisor, an accountant, or whoever has the expertise or the education, just knowledge on how to understand how finances work. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself. And so what I've learned through all this is just, learn something new. I want to drop some gems in this video. These are things that I've learned in the Bible, especially in Proverbs. So I'm going to share a couple of things like Proverbs 18, chapters 18, verses 15, which is the New King James Version. It says that the heart of the prudent acquires knowledge and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. So in other words, wise people are always ready to learn. Their ears are open for knowledge. So for me, I had to learn, in order for me to become wise and to understand and have knowledge, I need to seek knowledge. I need to acquire knowledge about finances. So this is something that I had to, change my mindset. You can't just expect to know everything by yourself. You need to ask somebody who has the experience or the knowledge, or just, taking a course or whatever it may be open to learning something new so that you can expand your mindset and expand your way of thinking when it comes to finances. So that is something that I also kept in mind when it came to building good financial habits is always be ready to learn something. Lastly, I want to encourage you to focus on stewarding on what you have. What I've learned is it's always about the foundation you set for your finances. And also it's about the basics, and you grow from there. I've learned that foundation is key and planning is key when it comes to building financial habits, and also being faithful with what God has entrusted you with and stewarding it well is something that I've also learned when it comes to my finances. And so I want to encourage you, and I want to remind you with scripture. Proverbs 21 verses 5 says, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. So I had to learn that I had to plan. I want to plan well when it comes to finances and not just do things with shortcuts. So good planning and hard work leads to prosperity. And then Luke 16 is so powerful, but it also reminds me that if you are faithful in the little things, you will be faithful in large ones. But if you are dishonest in the little things, you won't be honest with greater responsibilities. So I've learned through all of this is that, being integral with my finances, stewarding my finances well, even though it may not be X amount of money or X amount of things, I need to understand that building financial foundational habits will help me when it comes to when I receive better or greater, more things, more responsibilities, more X amounts of dollars. It's always about what I do right now with my finances. What are my habits? What am I doing with my habits when it comes to my finances? How do I steward what I have well? And so hopefully this was encouraging and as well as eye-opening when it comes to finances. I'm interested in financial topics and stuff like that. So you guys will be seeing more videos on finances. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye.